the theme weeks were a lot older. You know, we had 60s week, 70s week, a lot of these weeks with themes that happened before you were born. Did you ever wish that you'd had a few more chances to sing more recent songs on the show?
You know, it would have been nice to have more of those opportunities, but you know, even when I tried them, you know, it's like there was never the right moment to find a song to fit into that category.
You also tended to pick, you know, you picked Angels and you picked You're the Voice, which are songs that weren't huge in the U.S. They've got a pretty big following, I think, with more European audiences and Australia.
Yeah, I'm into the whole European music.
It's interesting that you found those songs at your age. I mean, are these just songs that you managed to discover over time?
They're not too old.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they know that I'm a freak about, you know, all the charts and, you know, overseas stuff. And like, I'm really into British music and just seeing what was popular. I like to know why they're popular. Like, I have the Billboard books and like it's #1 song of each year and top 5.
So you're a little obsessive about following what's going on in music.
Yeah, not as much as I was before, but you know, I'm still really into that. I always like to see charts from around the world and see what were really big hits here and why, and just like do research on the songs, who wrote them and why what they're written about. And I don't know, it's kind of just like my friends think I'm a nerd about it, and I am. I admit it, but you know, it's just, I love music. I like to see what people like about music.
Do you think that'll influence your sound for whatever album you make? And I guess that's a big question from fans. Like, you seem to have a few routes you could go. You could sort of go the Josh Groban route. We saw you do the duet with One Republic that worked out really well. You could sort of go that route.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's really.
Where would you like to go musically?
I think I showed my more mature side on American Idol, and showed what music has done for me in my life. And the times I tried to do something more young, the judges never liked it really.
Right.
But I'd like to go in something more suitable for my age. You know, I'm 17.
Right.
And I like to be young and, you know, enjoy this time of my life. I love John Mayer and Sarah Bareilles, however you pronounce her name. Bareilles. I know how to spell it. They're still pop and young with their sound, but there's still meaning in their music. You know, it's like the music is important to them. It's not just about like, well, this is a hit song. There's like, you can tell there's a connection to their songs, and I'd love to have songs like that on my album.
I have to ask you a tough question about Andrew Lloyd Webber Week, because I noticed at the end of your performance you sort of mouthed a little bit like a sorry, and you missed a line of lyrics. I noticed that week.
Imagine me.
None of the judges caught you.
It was a bomb.
I know.
Were you just like, did I get a free pass, or what? What was going through your mind when that happened?
It wasn't even that I forget lyrics. I mean, I did it with Waiting on the World to Change too for my first audition. They didn't mention anything about it, and it just like, or your mind just like in a cramp, and it's like the words are there, but you just don't say them. So it's like kind of like watching something go like. Or it's like a raft or something you're waiting to jump on in the river. It's like, you know it's there and you know you're supposed to jump on it, but you just jumped on the wrong time and missed.
Right.
And so now you're kind of drowning, but I don't know.
Did you think they would catch that week, or did you just
I thought so. You know, you never give a perfect performance, so you think the judges will catch it, but I think it just proves that music's not all about like the perfect technical stuff. It's about, you know, the feeling you gave and the way you're able to express yourself in the song.
What was the toughest week for you picking a song?
The toughest week? Oh gosh. You know, each week is just crazy. I guess top 3 was really difficult because I had something in mind already. And then, you know, your songs have to, when there are more than one song, they have to kind of complement each other and they have to be balanced. And so I had my own choice in my mind and already working on it. And then I got the other 2 songs, judges and producers' choice, and it's like, oh, okay.
They didn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't work out. So it's like, what song will be able to show a different side? And so I just picked With You, and it was just a fun young song that I hadn't shown before. It's like, hey, I'm 17. This is a 17-year-old song, and it's just like. Yeah,
and it would make sense because those were 2 kind of very big,
really mature,
sort of mature
songs, and it's like with longer. I actually wanted to. I had a more contemporary feel to it.
I was going to ask you about that because we'd heard that you wanted to maybe do a little different arrangement.
Yeah, I was actually going to play piano on it too, and it was more of a Sarah Bareilles kind of feel to it. But they said it was producer's choice, and this is, you know, producers want it simple, so it's like, okay.
Maybe the producers are wrong.
No, whatever I feel.
Because
Like
I think it would have been
happens,
interesting to hear that song get shaken up. I mean, that song was kind of begging to be shaken up, especially by a 17-year-old contestant.
Definitely.
As Simon said, it's an older song, really.
Yeah, but I was glad that they didn't say anything. They didn't criticize anything about
Your performance.
Yeah. So I thought that was good that I was able to do my best with it. And whatever happens, whatever has happened, and you learn from it. And I think if it happened, it was supposed to.
And how about the craziness of fans? Because we saw some of the footage. I think during your hometown visit, someone actually physically grabbed you as you were trying to make it through the gauntlet. Does that ever scare you a little bit? People get a little.
It gets a
intense.
little freaky. It's like I didn't want to show my farmer's stand. No, like it's weird when people don't let you go. It's like, hey,
right,
let go.
Well, what's the overall goal exactly?
Yeah, but it was really neat to see the amount of support that your hometown. It's just it's really special to see the people who you grow up around, and the people. I don't know. It's just really special to see your home giving you that support and knowing that they're there to back you up.
It's amazing what a haircut and forgetting to shave will do for you.
Accidental cougar bait.
There you go. Happy accident.
Right.
Hey, accidental cougar bait is still cougar bait, so it's all good.